Nation, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. Everybody in the comment section early, man. What's good? What's good? I literally just woke up, y'all. Like dead ass. I literally just woke up. OG's in the building. J Dog, Dick Vitale, Terrence L, Angel Mac, Knock Andrew, Steve Raiders for life, Big Daddy, man. We all in the building. Shout out to y'all, man. Happy early, what is it? Veterans Memorial, July 4th, Christmas, Thanksgiving Eve. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to my boy Herman. What's good with you, brother? Yes, man, we are lit. I got my boy Raid the Tape. He is backstage right now of the show. He will be in a minute. He has to go bust a move real quick, but he will be in to talk Raider football with us. Until then, man, let's get them questions in and let's talk that shit, man. You know what I mean? I literally, bro, I got to wipe my eyes off, man. Oh, man, I literally just woke up. Gilbert, what's up, brother? Oh, man. Herman Schmidt, what's up, though? What's up, family? What's good with you? Hold on, let me share the link real quick, y'all, before we get rocking, man. Wipe those feet, man. Wipe those feet. You already know what it is. Let me share the link real quick, y'all, and then we're good to go, man. We good money after that. We're good money after that. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hold on real quick, y'all. I promise. I'm almost to it. All right, real quick. Boom. We lit. All right. So what's good, man? Terrence said I took a power nap. Yo, Ant, what's up, brother? Vitale, man, I'm good. King, tomorrow, man, my last day out here in Atlanta. Well, I leave Tuesday morning. So tomorrow, man, I'm on the hunt, man. You know, you guys, y'all see me out here looking for Julio, man. The more and more I'm starting to see a lot of reports, and we're going to talk about it. The more and more it looks like we're the most active team trying to get Julio right now, y'all. What y'all think about that, man? What y'all think about that? Raider repping for life. What's up, my brother? Donnie Gill, Deadeye, Cali's son. What's good, my brother? Edward, I'm still looking for him, King. I'm still looking for him, man. I've been everywhere. I almost went to Magic City, man, but my wife stopped me because I have my sons with me, man. For those who don't know about Magic City, man, yeah, man, it's lit over there. Let's just say that. Graphk look tired, bro. Long night. Nah, and I just had a long day. We've been swimming for 2 days straight, bro. Man. Love you, Docs. Going through a lot of mental crap. You taking my mind off this shit. I appreciate you, Will F. Thank you, brother, for me allowing me to do that, brother. I really do. For those who want to become a member as well, I pinned up the link, man. If you want to join the membership, man, and be a member of the clique, man, I support it. I mean, if not, who cares, brother? You guys are here with me. That's all that matters, man. Point blank, period, man. As long as y'all here with me, man, you could be a million other places in the world, but you are here with me, and I'm here with y'all, man, and that's all that matters, brother. What do you think we should do more about the 2-minute drills this year? That's another question, Gil. That I like that you asked that, brother, because I got Raid the Tape here, man. He made a great video about our red zone efficiency, and I want to talk to him about it. So that's really what we're gonna do, man. Nose ring, y'all. No booger, nose ring. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that as well, Cap. Gilbert, for real. Perez Family Travel Unit. What's up, family? Docs, you find Jones. Love your channel. This year, our defense is going to be ranked top 10. I hope so, man. And that's what we're here for. That's what we're going to talk about tonight as well. Are we sold? You know what I'm saying? And everybody already, anointing Gus Bradley, our savior of our defense. We got to pump the brakes a little bit. Just pump them a little bit. I do believe that he is going to be great for us, but we got to, kind of low-key bring the expectations down a little bit. Yes, I do see that Sanjeet is live right now, man. I hate that to go live at the same time as one of my brothers, man. I did have this already set up on YouTube this morning. That's the only reason I didn't put it out another hour. You know what I'm saying? And I had Raid the Tape already coming on. So, you know what I mean? I was going to put it up 10 o'clock Eastern and change it last minute, but, it is what it is. Julio fucking Jones. Let's go. Noah, that's me as well, brother. That's me as well. That's what I got. It's top 17. Straight up. Raiders repping. Would you give up Edwards in the third for Julio? I'm not going to give up Edwards in any trade for Julio because I believe that Edwards is going to benefit the most with Julio being here. You know what I'm saying? It allows him to heal up a little bit more. People tend to forget, man, Edwards has been beat up for a while. And, you know, he doesn't have to overnight become that number one guy. He can learn behind a great in Julio for a few years. And then, you know, from there on, he could take off. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't give up Julio. And I know a lot of people are starting to say this shit now. The whole – I've seen this on Instagram. This shit's crazy to me, bro. Number 2 in Marcel Aitman, like, bro, that's not gonna be enough, bro. Let's stop with the shit and just give them a number 1 and wrap this shit up. I'd give them a number 1 in Zay Jones right now. Take a number 1 in Zay Jones, boom. We have Julio Jones. There's no reason to play around with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Ruben says, Doc, shout out to you, brother. Love the show. Keep up the good work. I appreciate you, King. Thank you, Ruben, for being here, my brother. For real, for real. John says, exactly. Yeah, man. Like, come on, bro. A second in Marcel Aitman, a guy that can't even make the main roster, that consistently year in and year out. You know what I'm saying? It's you know, it just continues to be on the practice squad. It doesn't make any sense, man. And I like Marcel Aitman, you know what I'm saying? But I thought he was going to be that deep, you know, big body guy, but he wasn't. And that's why we have Bryan Edwards now. I feel like we drafted Bryan Edwards because Marcel Aitman, our draft pick, our guy that we got in the 7th round a few years back, just wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? He just wasn't it. I believe he grabbed Marcel Aitman in the 7th, right? I could be wrong. He may have been undrafted, but I could have swore we grabbed him in the 7th. Yes, I believe he was a 7th rounder. I'm with you, bro, number 1 and Zay. Bro, you can take Aitman too. Fuck it. But the thing is, though, I'm seeing the more and more I'm looking at Atlanta, man, the more and more they don't want a receiver. You know what I mean? Like they got the guys. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking they want a corner. You know what I mean? Like, look, if they want a Meek, which I want to keep a Meek, I think a Meek will be great eventually if Gus and them, you know, if he buys into the system and Gus and them allow him to play his game, which I still consider him an outside corner. I'm sorry. I know he's short, but that's where he's the best to me. But I mean, look, if you take a second and a Meek, who wouldn't do that? Yo, would y'all give up a second and a Meek? They need a corner. They can use linebacker help. They don't really have to have another wide receiver. Yeah, exactly. 530. They got Pitts. They're good. You know what I'm saying? I give up a second and Meek. You know what I'm saying? First and Zay. That's kind of what I'm looking at. Give a second and a third. Herman says, okay, smooth. I'm smooth. At the end of the day, bro, Amik is not going to get the playing time that we all wanted him to get this year. You know what I'm saying? When we drafted him last year. I don't see it, bro. I just don't. With all the weapons that we have now, with Casey Hayward knowing this system, he's going to play. Isaiah Johnson is the perfect prototypical corner that Gus Bradley loves. I just don't see it, man. I see a second and a Meek or a first and Zay if they take another wide receiver back. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I see. That's what I see. How can we afford Julio? And it's one simple thing, brother. Some people are going to love it. Some people are going to hate it. At the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You can cut Jalen Richard, say 3.5, and boom, you got, what are we? We'd be at like 8.5 million because I think we're at 5.5 right now. And you restructure Carr, man. You restructure Carr. That's what you do. You restructure Carr. You know what I'm saying? You give him an extension, and boom, we have that money. We free up another 10 million, I believe, somewhere in that ballpark of 10 to 20 million somewhere if we do something like that. Shout out to my brother Jack, man. Ken, appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Sacramento. You already know my Sac brother. I was trolling the Hawks channel and asking if they want the current DC or Bradley. Not one response. They only care about JJ. Seattle's not going to get Julio, man. Atlanta is going to try to get rid of him outside of the conference. You don't send him to a potential team that you can play in the playoffs. Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you do that? Like, to me, that doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? You send him somewhere you don't have to see him. You don't want to see him in Philadelphia. You don't want to see him in Seattle. You know what I'm saying? I really think the only teams that are in on this guy, to be honest, is us, New England, and Tennessee. I just don't really see any other teams. There may be a dark horse team. I don't know. Indy they may be the dark horse team, even though I'm not hearing a lot about them. They like to save a lot of cap. They don't really spend all their cap money. You know what I'm saying? And I think that they like those young guys, Pittman. I think they like the young guys they got. So, yeah, man, I don't really know, but we'll see. We'll see. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate you, brother, on the donation. Chargers, Aaron. Yeah, they may be another dark horse team, but I don't think they do, man. Like, why do that? I mean, don't get me wrong. that would be insane. But they obviously already have a number one and a number two. The reason why we go get Julio is we don't have a number one receiver. We don't. It just is what it is. We can't anoint Bryan Edwards as a number one yet. We can't anoint, Henry Ruggs as a number one receiver yet. He has done nothing in his league yet. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, bro, you know what I mean? We're doing it because we don't have a number one. Indy doesn't technically have a number one. Pittman, you know what I mean? And they got some older guys over there. New England doesn't have a number one. I mean, but if you're paying a guy like Aguilar $15 million, they're paying him to be their number one receiver. So at the end of the day, I don't know. I don't know if New England gives up that type of draft capital to go get a Julio. You know what I'm saying? I know years back they gave up a second for Sanu. If they give up a second for Sanu, I believe that they will give up number one for Julio. But when you got Cam at quarterback, man, look, they're going to run the ball heavy. Cam's going to run the ball heavy. I think Nelson Aguilar is going to have maybe half of the yards that he had last year with us. I just don't see it. Saying Jeep would give up Edwards for Julio, I'm not at all. That's because that's the guy that we want to replace Julio eventually. Say Julio comes in and plays a year or two from us. Yeah, for us, you know what I'm saying? And say he does go down, say he gets injured. You know what I mean? What happens? Guess what? We have Bryan Edwards right there behind him to back him up. That's what it is. That's why I don't give up Bryan Edwards. He was a number one talent in that draft. He fell to the third round because of injury history. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not getting rid of him. I'm not. There's just no way in hell I'm giving up Bryan Edwards, which could potentially be a future number one for a 32-year-old Julio Jones. They have Mac, but I don't know, man. Bass, I feel you, brother. But me personally, I think Mac Jones is going to be starting by week 6. That's just me. Yeah. Julio will not go to the Ravens just to be a run blocker because that's all he'll be. Trump City, he would be ridiculous, bro, to go over. I mean, well, don't get me wrong, y'all. Let's be honest. Julio doesn't get to pick. It's not the pick of the litter for him. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe that Atlanta will do right by Julio to an extent because Julio Jones has been their guy for years. That is the franchise. People know the Falcons because of him. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean just because he was the face of their franchise that they're going to send him wherever he wants. Because if he had a chance to go where he wants, trust me, he probably would go to Seattle, where you can go play with Russell Wilson and have all those other guys. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That would be crazy, though. Imagine him going with Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. Oh, my God. That offense would be insane, man. That would be crazy. Graphk, I saw your video clowning, but how do you really feel about Bowden over here talking shit? I'm just having fun with it, man. And at the end of the day, bro, this dude, you can tell he don't have it all. I mean, he don't have it all. At the end of the day, bro, this dude, I forgot who sent me somebody sent me a video. I'm going to read it in a minute of his highlight reel to try to sell his clothing line. And his highlight reel had him get knocked the fuck out of bounds. Like, it wasn't a great highlight reel. Like, if you're trying to sell yourself to people, why do you have you looking bad on your highlight reel? And then you drew a deformed dolphin on your own leg. Like, that motherfucker looks nothing like the logo. I really believe my son drew a better one on my stomach today. I promise you, I really believe that. For those who haven't seen that video, go back and watch my last video. Bro, real shit. I don't think he has it all. I think that we nipped it in the bud quick. And let's be honest, man, if you got ADHD, you know what I mean, the Raiders, they're not going to force feed him pills. I mean, let's be honest, man. Stop with that shit. That's just a narrative he painted because his pride is hurt. You get drafted in the third round, you never play it down with us. It's his pride, man. You know what I'm saying? If he has ADHD and he's all over the place, yes, they may say, hey, man, take your meds. You know what I'm saying? Get right. You know what I mean? Because you're playing NFL football. You can't be out there just all wired, just unwired and going wild. You feel me? That's just weird, bro. Like, it's weird. That kid wants to be a Raider. He's hurt. That's facts, Cali, son. Like, bro, I just, that's what I see, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. Wipe them feet, man. Edwards is going to be a beast. Juice, I feel you, brother. I really do. I really believe in Bryan Edwards, man. Just like I said, the only reason I bring Julio in, man, because I'm concerned about Bryan Edwards. Everyone's concerned about Julio Jones injuries. I'm more concerned about Bryan Edwards injuries because he's dealt with them since high school. You know what I'm saying? So, no, come on. Nick says, Graphk, off topic. Has anyone checked in on Mikey Raider? He seemed pretty down the last live. Yeah, I talked to him, man. He sent me a great voice message the other day, yesterday, I believe, or the day before. And he just told me how proud he was of me, man, and he hopes that I'm not mad at him, which I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Mikey's doing good, man. We all make sure we check on Mikey. At least a few times a week, make sure the guy, you know what I mean, the guy that started this shit is good. So yeah, my bro is 100, man, for sure. Me too, 89 got everything going for him. He does, man. But his injury history, Herman, that's the shit that worries me about him, brother. Like, for real. Yes, Bass. I had us taking Zach Moss as well, bro. I was so pissed that he went to Buffalo, man. Yeah, we all love the guy, Herman. That's facts, brother. Bahamas in the house. That's what's up, Andy. Shout out to the Bahamas, man. I thought that you were going to throw a burlap sack over Julio if you found him like Borat tried to do with Pamela Anderson. OG, I'm going to find him, man. I'm telling you now, man. I got a few more spots to go. I will be at a Mercedes-Benz Stadium looking for him. There's a few spots around there, man. So y'all stay tuned, man. I'm on the hunt for Julio, man. And like I said, y'all, in a few minutes, Raid the Tape will be on, and we're going to get our questions in for our brother, man. Rick. Put it like this. If and this is crazy because Tim Brown is my favorite player of all time. If Tim Brown had Derek Carr his whole career, Tim Brown would be a top 3 wide receiver of all time to me. Not just a Hall of Famer, but a top 3 guy. Can Bryan Edwards match that? I mean, he has DC throwing him the ball. He has the luxury of having a better quarterback. And if these guys play together for years to come, you never know. That's a good question, though, Rick. But Tim Brown, man, is my favorite player of all time, and it's very, very hard for me to even say that anyone will ever be at Tim Brown's level, man. You know what I mean? Julio was worth a 3 and a 5th. Cool, Kev. I would do that in a heartbeat, but they're not going to take that, man. I'm not. I mean, I'll give him a 2nd and a 5th. That'll do it. That might do it. You know what I'm saying? But I still believe that somebody's going to throw that one out there, man, and I really believe it may be us. Do not be mad, y'all. Do not be shocked if we throw that one out there, bro. For real. Let me see. We got, okay, are saying who's the most interested. This is a Falcons guy. You know what I'm saying? And he's saying, been told the Raiders are the most active. So you never know, man. You never really know, man. My brother, Raid the Tape. What's up, my brother?
What's good? How y'all doing?
Really good, my boy. Camera lit today. I see you, bro.
Is it lagging this time or not?
Oh, no, you lit, bro. You lit.
Yep, got that Ethernet cord going. You know how I go.
Oh, yeah. Talk that shit, brother. How's everything going with you, King?
You said one more time?
How's everything going with you, man?
It's good. You know what I mean? Just chilling with the family right now. Was working on my video a little bit earlier. Yeah, now I'm hopped on here. What y'all got going on? We
just talking a little bit, man. You know, tomorrow's a holiday, man. I'm take the tomorrow off because I'm be with the family and shit. They're actually outside right now. They watching a movie, so I'm not gonna be here all night. We doing a little movie night and all that good shit at my mom's house. But I wanted to come in and talk with the family real quick, talk to my people. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to talk to you because I love the Red Zone video you did. And
man, a lot of people was on me about that, man. A lot of people was on me.
I love it, man. It was all facts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And for those who haven't, go subscribe real quick, man, to my brother Raid the Tape. He has a great channel, y'all. A great channel, man. I don't say that lightly, man. My boy breaks down the film and he talks that shit. And it's also great that my guy is from Sacramento, man. So, you know, I'm forever going to be repping my brother, man, and trying to get his channel to 1 million subscribers, man. You know what I mean? So,
what's good with everybody in the chat, man? What's going on? Y'all see y'all. Appreciate it, man.
We're going to get a few questions in here as well. Let me get a super chat. Shout out to my brother Jack, man. He's also from Sacramento. A super salute from 916 to all our military. Even more respect to our troops than the Raiders, than you for service, man. That's facts, brother. That's facts. Shout out to our troops out there, man. Appreciate you, Jack. Appreciate you, my brother.
Appreciate the comment.
Let's go, Ray. So break down your video, man. Give everybody a kind of an idea of where you was going with it. Break down some of your analytics. And because I want people to go back and watch this video. You know what I'm saying? He loved it.
So
Go ahead,
in the
brother.
first video, I didn't really have I didn't compare really to the past. You know, I was just kind of looking at everything that we've seen based off Carr and Gruden. But I didn't see how it was performing under a different coach while we still had Carr. And that's basically what I wanted to compare it to, just to shine light on that. Because it was kind of back and forth between Gruden and Carr, who was the issue. And me, I thought it was a little bit of both. And then I kind of want to look at some more stats. And I'm like, why don't I just go look to see how the red zone was before Gruden got here? You know what I mean? We still had the same quarterback since he was a rookie. So I was like, let me go look at that. And then when I looked, I'm like, damn. I'm like, yo, we were like top 10 almost every year in the red zone. And ever since Gruden got here, we've been 22nd, and then 22nd, and then 23rd. Last year we were 23rd, but the 2 years before we were 22nd. Carr's rookie year, we were first in the red zone. I think his second year we were 9th, and then we went to 14th, and then we went to 7th. And then Gruden came, we went 22nd, and then 23rd. So it's just pretty interesting, you know what I mean? And I was just like, okay. But what I did notice is that our opportunities are growing. So our opportunities in the red zone are going up. But our red zone percentages are basically just, you know what I mean, in that same range. And I just thought, you know, you can't really blame Carr, you know, if you're kind of on the edge. I was on the edge. You know, I thought it was both of them, like I said. But then when I looked at the stats, I'm like, yo, it's Gruden's play calling. You know, it just is. And it could potentially be because we don't have a lot of people say a red zone threat. Like definitively. We got Waller, but we never throw 50-50 balls to Waller, it seems like.
Yeah. I think that Foster Moreau is going to help us a lot this year in the red zone as well. Kenyon Drake is going to be another guy that's going to help us. I know we're all, you know, in on this Julio shit, you know what I mean? So Julio may be a guy that, you know, if we get him in, I mean, bring him in. I mean, that just opens up everything. Who would be your number one guy in the red zone now this year? Like who can change
like everybody's healthy and we're just first season? Brian Edwards.
Yes. I mean, that's a clear number.
Because it's weird because some people say, well, you know, we need a different kind of quarterback. I'm not trying to go into the quarterback thing, man, but you know, you gotta play to your player's strengths at least. And you would say, okay, Derek Carr plays good with this kind of receiver, you know, and it's just based off his past. Look at Devontae Adams. They were together in college, and
monster.
You know, him and Adams took that college team to like one of the best Fresno teams ever, you know, like so. You look at Devontae Adams, see what kind of receiver he is. You look at Michael Crabtree, look at what kind of receiver he is. And it's like you did bring it in Brian Edwards, I guess, but he was just hurt. So, I mean,
it's crazy to think that we were better in the red zone with Clive Wolford, of the world, the Jared Cooks. Crabtree was his safety blanket. That was DC's safety blanket. And
remember, he threw 3 touchdowns to Crabtree in one game, and that was against the Ravens. In Baltimore.
In Baltimore. I remember that.
That shit was nasty. I was like, yo, they're going crazy. Like, you get it. Yeah, they was going crazy that game.
I love that game, too. That I was in Atlanta watching that game, and at that moment, I was like, this team is legit. Like, we're gonna be a threat. And then we all know how the year ended, you know what I mean, with the whole DC injury and stuff. But okay, so why do you everybody's like kind of half and half then, right? Because I remember you asked us this question on a live not too long ago. I don't know if it was mine or yours. It was someone's, and you said, hey, whose problem is it? To see Del Rio, a defensive-minded coach, be better in the red zone. I mean, don't get me wrong, he had some competent offensive coordinators, which Gruden, you know,
they were also, you got to think, they were also kind of, I guess, risky.
Yeah.
They weren't as conservative.
Yeah.
You know that. Like, think about that first game. We always know, like, we think about that first game in the season against the Saints, and we just go for it. Two-point conversion, I think it was the Crabtree.
Yep.
Like, it's just a perfect example of what we should be doing, but we don't really get that a lot.
I was at that game, man. That shit was insane. Man. It was insane, and that's what I love about. That's what I do miss about Del Rio is they always call him Blackjack because he just say fuck him and throw it all on the table. And we did have Bill Musgrave, which I loved. I thought he was a great offensive mind. Now we have Olsen, which is a puppet. You know what I mean? Like this is all Gruden on the offensive side of the ball. The thing is, though, I think we still have to look at it a little bit as it's still a DC problem because I feel like Gruden does give him free reign to do what he wants to do sometimes. I just feel like DC can call a better game in the red zone as well.
Yeah. I mean, I just look at it from that point of view of the stats and then look at it now, and the only thing that changed was the head coach, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just look at it kind of like that, I think DC can't he does miss some opportunities, but the thing with film is like you can go back and you'll see Aaron Rodgers miss opportunities. You'll see Patrick Mahomes watch opportunities. Like I've watched a bunch of the Raiders play Patrick Mahomes, and then I went and watched Gus Bradley play defense against other quarterbacks. I'm like, oh, that dude just missed a wide open pass and he took a sack. And it's like these are good quarterbacks, so it happens. I see that happen, but when it's a 50-50 like it was for me, and then I just check the stats and it just completely shifts a different direction, then I kind of just lean to one side.
How do we fix this, bro? Like, what do we do? Like, what is in your eyes? What is the thing that says, you know what, this is going to fix our red zone efficiency? We're going to start putting up 7 and get away from this 3 shit, which we're getting way too comfortable with. Like, what is your analysis on that? Like, how do you say like this is the one thing we can do to fix that? What is it?
I think it's just chances. It's just chances. You have to take you know what I mean? You just have to leave it up to chance sometimes. And like we were talking about the wide receivers, who did we throw 50-50 balls to? You know what I mean? Like nobody really. I remember at the end of the season we threw one to Edwards in the Broncos game, and he got it in the end zone, but we never really had those in the end zone. I remember Ruggs got one, I guess. I think it was against KC. He kind of threw it up, but I think it was he jumped up over dudes, got it, you know what I mean? But we don't really see that in the end zone. There was only maybe a handful. So
I think that was my favorite.
I think we just need to take those chances with Bryan Edwards this season. Hopefully he stays healthy, you know what I mean?
Bryan Edwards showed how strong his hands were when he went up and grabbed that touchdown against Denver, man. Like that showed that's a 50-50 guy for sure.
Because there was another game we did it with Bryan Edwards, but I forgot who it was against. I think it was the Patriots.
Was it, or was it New Orleans?
I don't know if it was New Orleans. I think it may have been the Patriots, maybe, but he didn't get the ball. Like they defended it. I think it was against Gilmore.
Oh, okay, got you.
Something like that, but we didn't throw anybody else 50-50 balls. So I think if we get that chance, then yeah. But outside of that, I would say DC needs to scramble more.
Yeah, no, for sure. And he started doing that.
I would say that. I wouldn't say he needs to, but I would say in order for us to propel, he's going to have to, because the way the plays are called, he's just going to be forced to run. Like some of the plays, the way they are, you just have to run. Like there's a time limit on a play almost. Like Gruden has plays to where there's a time limit. Like no matter what happens, you only have this amount of time to make a decision or you're bailing out. And Gruden has plays like that. Like the plays where he would have the tackles cut block, dude, like you have to get the ball out or you have to like take off somewhere, do something crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or when you do the play action pass and you roll out, you either have to take off scrambling or you're just going to run out of bounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Carr needs to either do more drills to scramble. You know what I mean? So on the play action passes, he's thinking that, you know what I mean? It comes to his mind quicker.
Yeah. I do hope, in which I know it probably won't happen, but I hope we do see some packages with Mariota and Kenyon Drake in the red zone this year. I know we're not going to take our guy out. DC is our guy, and you don't want to hurt his confidence by putting in the backup in the red zone. But I think we do need to get a lot more creative. You know what I'm saying? Like that's an issue, man. Like if you put Mariota in there, they're gonna watch him, and then it just opens up so much more, because if you see Mariota in there, nine times out of 10 we're gonna run it with them, and it just opens up you know what I mean? It just opens up everything.
I think that's a good idea, because I mean it would work.
Yeah,
but if you did it all the time though,
yeah,
just like even if you're on the 20-yard line, like you open up the drive with Mariota at one play and then you bring Carr back in. You know what
That's
I mean?
why I
Or
love.
like you do it throughout the game. You can't just do it in the red zone. You know what I mean? You have to like do it throughout the game, kind of like what the Saints do with Taysom Hill. He'd be
That
out
was
there.
that exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's and that it does. I don't know. To me, it's like, dude, Gruden, what are you doing? You have him, you're paying him, and you're not doing this. Are you that stubborn? Like, what is it? I don't know. I'm not sure why he doesn't do that.
Real quick, I got 2 comments that I want to read. Shout out to my brother Rick Glenn. Gruden's play calling is too conservative and predictable. Carr needs to make more audibles in the red zone. Just my honest opinion, and that's kind of where I was going with it, brother. Like if Carr can see something, I think he has the freedom to do that. And yeah, you're right, brother. If you see something else, audible out and do what you need to do.
Yep.
I appreciate you, Rick. Thank you, brother. I like this right here. Shout out to Lonnie Marie. Appreciate you, love. 2014, we had the #1 offense in the league, but went 3-13. Carr's always the scapegoat, but a bottom defense has always been acceptable with fans. Now I got to do my homework on that. Did we have the #1 offense?
We had the #1 red zone offense.
There you go. Because we were 1-10 at one point. I think the first game we won was against Kansas City in that Thursday night game, right? In Oakland.
Was it that year? I remember we won in Oakland. I remember the first game we won that year was in Oakland, but I wasn't sure if it was KC. It might have been.
Yeah, that was DC's rookie year. So
yep, it was.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Hey, I like that comment, Lonnie. Appreciate you, love. Thank you on that. And we got one more.
#1 red zone offense. They were the #1 red zone offense his rookie year.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Jack, man, appreciate you, brother. Once again, the red zone needs Julio Jones. Place him with these guys. Honestly, it will go for our offense. Biggest weakness to our biggest strength. Just picture it. Look, man, we have Julio, bro. I just really believe this. I know you aren't saying that we have to have Julio. I know you're not like against Julio, but I know you're like, we don't have to get Julio. I mean, what has your stance changed on him at all? Ray to tape, like, how do you feel? You still feel the same way?
If like I said, if I wake up tomorrow and we got him, I wouldn't be mad at it. You know what I mean? He's a weapon. So I mean, that's how I see it. Depending on what we give up. If we give up just the first alone, then it's cool. You know what I mean? I'm not tripping. But that's the most I would give up. I really wouldn't want to give that up though. I'd rather give up like a second and a fifth.
Where do you think he ends up at?
Man, I don't know. People say there's too many options. I've heard the Niners, I've heard us, Patriots. Who else?
Titans, Colts,
the Titans.
Ravens. Now the Eagles.
The Ravens.
Now the Eagles and Seahawks came out of left field. There's a lot of different teams.
The Seahawks was the newest, like the latest one.
Yeah.
So I mean, honestly, I don't know, man.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, man. This is the question. This is the question that I had today. With this whole shit, man. Gus Bradley. We all know that he's gonna make this defense better. But do you believe? I know I'm reading them too. He said my boy looked like Merrick, and then they said he thought it was Honcho.
Yeah.
Do you think that he can be the savior for this defense, or is he going to be a guy that can create a top 15 defense? And as simple as that. Do you think that Gus Bradley has the tools to create a defense that's going to be a difference maker in this league? Or do you think he's going to come in and do the job where it says we're going to have a top offense and we're going to have just enough good of defense to get by? Is he the savior, or is he going to be someone that could just help and kind of get things to neutralize? Like, what do you think?
Man, it's hard for me to say because, I'm not a very optimistic person.
I know. So, and this is why I hit you up today, because I was like, I got to get my brother ready to take this one, because I know he's going to be on some like, look, bro, I got to see it to believe it type shit.
Yep, exactly. See,
I feel you.
See, you basically already know what I'm going to say, but I think he is going to be the best defensive coordinator we had in a while. Does he have the weapons? I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know. We need like a dominant defensive tackle. But I think Gus Bradley is a good defensive coordinator for sure. You think about, though, in the Chargers, man, when you go back and watch that Ravens game, Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram were going ham. Like, I don't know if we exactly have that, you know what I mean, to really help our defense out. I think Bosa was pretty healthy that year or so. And Bosa be having some injury things, but a full healthy year, I think that helped them propel themselves to get to the playoffs that year. So I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm not sure what happened in Jacksonville. But he did pick some very good talent. I mean, that's
Yeah,
undeniable. That's
yeah.
undeniable.
I mean,
And
when
then
you can
before
get to
that,
the
it was
AFC Championship, when you get to the AFC
yeah,
Championship with Blake Bortles, I mean, you know your defense is stout for real.
yeah. And then the Seahawks before that. It was the Seahawks before that.
Yeah,
And we already know about that. So I mean, hopefully he could come in here and do some of the things he did his entire career.
yeah,
Do I think it's going to happen? Maybe not so significant. I think we could have like a top, the most I would say top 13, 12, unless we hit like big time on like a big time defensive lineman, like
yeah,
a DeForest Buckner or
yes,
something like that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Something, Leonard Williams, the way he played. Unless we hit
You,
on something like that, I think we could be our highest potential is like 13, 12, something like that.
do you
But
guys
we haven't had.
thinking ahead? I'm sorry, brother. I didn't mean to cut you off. And this has really nothing to do with the Gus Bradley. Well, it does, because at the end of the day, if we have some defensive help in the draft, it's going to be coming from him. Is there any defensive tackles that you're already looking at right now? Like next year? There's not, because I'm not really. Yeah, I'm not really sold on anything that I've seen thus far. I mean, I know the season hasn't even started yet with college, but
Yeah,
I just there's no names out there that I'm already like, oh man, if he falls to us, we got to take him.
yeah. Well, I've heard around that next year's supposed to be a better defensive tackle class, but I personally myself, I haven't really looked. I'm not really big on college. I don't really start looking into film on college players till way towards the end of
Way later.
towards the
Yeah.
national championship, basically.
But even
So,
better is not saying a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
this DT class was low key ass. Like there
Oh,
really
for
wasn't.
sure. There was
Yeah,
only
I'm like,
really Barmore.
yeah, like Barmore,
That's
and then and then everybody else we thought that maybe Nixon was going to go in the second. He ended up being undrafted, right? Or no, he went later on, like
No.
6th, 7th.
He went that late?
Yeah, oh, he went late.
Oh, okay.
Nixon went late.
I remember there was Nixon, McNeil.
Nick McNeil. Yep, he went to
Yeah.
where did McNeil go? Out of
I
North
don't
Carolina
remember where
State.
McNeil went.
Okay, and then there was Darius Steele, which we got undrafted.
Yep.
So yeah.
Hopefully one of our defensive tackles really pan out.
Oh, those two DTs from USC as well. I forgot about them. And
Okay.
they both went in the draft as well. But yeah, I'm not
And
really
the Florida
so.
State guy, Wilson
Yeah.
or Marvin Wilson or something.
That was it Florida State? I thought it was Florida. I thought he was a Gator.
No. He was Seminole.
Was he?
Number 93. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then who was the guy that was from Florida? There was another DT that I believe that went undrafted as well out of Florida. But yeah, well, it is what it is.
Sure.
What is our strength right now to you defensively? Like what is a unit that can help us get over the hump, like defensively, like at this point? And I know we haven't played it down yet, and we were kind of grasping for straws at this point. But like, what is is it the linebacking core? I mean, I know we're kind of
based on just the whole core, or based on the way the style of defense we're going to play.
The whole just the whole core.
Just the whole core. I would say the defensive line.
Okay.
Like if you average it out, like the talent across the board, I would say our defensive line is probably the best. Because you figure, who would you say our best defensive player is right now?
Right now,
Did you say Yannick?
Yannick, yes.
So I mean, Yannick, and then Klee really wasn't bad. Klee
is my second guy for sure.
And Klee wasn't really bad last year. You know what I mean?
I got him.
He just wasn't really flashy.
Yeah.
But
I got Klee second. I got Littleton third because I think Littleton's going to show up this year. I know a lot of people are, saying this and that about him because he had a bad year, but I mean, who didn't under Paul Gunther, man? At the end of the day, I think Littleton's going to show up and show out. I think that he's going to be a great plug-in guy instantly for Gus Bradley's system. And I think Abram's going to show out a lot this year. As well. You know what I mean? So I think eventually him and Trayvon Mullen may be that. They may be in that top 5 discussion as well. I mean, Mullen has to be somewhere in the top 5 right now in our defense, right? I mean,
Mullen,
maybe 5. We got Nick Kwiatkowski. We got.
Would you put Max Crosby in your 5?
We have to. Yeah.
Would you put Merrick in your 5?
Not yet.
Abram?
Not yet.
What about Nick Kwiatkowski?
Yes. I think he was our best. He was our best linebacker last year. Yeah. Nah. I like Hankins. He's great against the run. He can somewhat get to the quarterback here and there. I mean, you can expect 2, maybe 3 sacks out of him, but that's not if that's a top 5 guy in our defense, I don't think we're going to be that great. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't see
I
it.
hear you. I hear you. I mean, yeah, Mullen. I guess Mullen would be like 5 or 6 because me personally, I don't know, man. I would put John Hankins in my 5, honestly.
Well, you know
he
what?
was like a sleeper though. I think he's just big time slept on because our line was pretty. It wasn't really that good. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna throw Casey Hayward. I'm gonna throw Casey Hayward in there as well because he's the most proven.
Defender. Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, he's the most proven defender we have. I know he's a little up there in age, a little injury prone at this point, but I still think, and he's in a system that he's familiar with. I think that Casey Hayward's in the top 3 for sure. Now, will he stay there? I hope not. I hope these young guys just knock him out the top 5.
Who's your starting corners?
So mine's probably gonna be a little different than you because I have Casey starting on the outside. I have him and Mullen.
I got Mullen and Hayward.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
And then I got Arnett in the slot.
Yeah, I got Mullen and Hayward. But I'm just not sure about not Mullen. I'm not sure about Arnett in the slot.
So if Arnett doesn't start there in the slot, who do you slide in over there? I like this though, because we're on the same page with this one. Who would you have?
I'm not sure, honestly.
Do you hope that maybe Nate Hobbs shows up in training camp? Do you hope that maybe a Meek just shows out? I mean, you know, they're still trying to keep him at nickel. Yeah, I don't know, man. You just, man, we have some guys, man. But I like that. See, I loved it. I want to keep Casey on the outside.
Yeah, so do I.
I don't want to match him up with tight ends and doing. I just don't want to do that. I don't. I really don't.
And the thing is, though, I think I'm just between Arnett and Hayward on who's going to play inside. Honestly, when you watch Gus Bradley's defense, a lot of the time he only has 1 or 2 linebackers on the field at a time. Yeah, like a lot of the time. The first time I was watching the film and I was going through it, the first time he actually did it is when he played us. He had 3 linebackers. He opened the game. He opened the game with 3 linebackers against us, but against other teams, he only opens up with either 2 or 1. When he plays the Ravens, I'm doing a video, so that's why I noticed. You feel me? So, when he's playing the Ravens, he only had 1 linebacker out there. He had Derwin James on the edge, like almost like a outside linebacker or just an edge guy. You know what I mean? And then Melvin Ingram was on the other side, so Derwin James was right next to Joey Bosa. And then instead of 2 linebackers, he had Jatavius Brown, which is a linebacker, and then he had a safety, Phillips, I think it was, number 31. Yeah. And then he had another safety back there, and then he had 3 corners. And so it's like he only had one linebacker a lot of times.
So if we go that route, say we play 2 corners a lot, which Gus is not going to change that system too much. I mean, who are you 2 guys out there? Is it Littleton and Nikolkowski? I mean, where do you have Nicholas tomorrow?
And that's the thing. That's the thing that's kind of weird. Like, I'm not sure how he's going to play when the season starts. I'm not sure. Yeah. Maybe he'll change that. Maybe he was only doing that because of the kind of personnel he had, potentially. Because you think about a guy like this is what was like. I was trying to wrap my brain around. We got Diablo, right?
Yeah.
He's a safety out of college, so he could technically be one of those safeties out there, but he's listed as a linebacker for us.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm kind of thinking. Maybe the way he just had it out there was just safeties on paper, but he gets a guy like Diablo, which is a safety, and now he knows in his mind, this is how I want to play defense now, or this is what I'm going to be doing a lot. So I'll just switch him to be a linebacker on the roster because I only usually play so many. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure.
So that's why I'm kind of like, I want to see how the season goes. It's going to be interesting, man.
I'm excited to even see that you play 1 linebacker, you got 2, you got 1 on the outside. Like that's some creative shit though, man. Yeah. I want to see what we can do with that, man. Because you know, with Paul Gunther, we were just all over the place. It just defense.
And that's why, because people say, oh, they drafted 4 safeties or so many safeties. Then you go watch the film, and it's like, oh, I see why we got so many safeties. I see why we got these a guy like Hobbs and these kind of DBs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You got safeties that can play linebacker. You got linebackers that can play safety. Like
exactly,
we can do it. We can get creative and do a lot of different things. I think that Divine Diablo is going to see some safety this year. I think that he's going to be playing all over the place. I think that Tyree Gillespie is going to be playing all over the place. Carl Joseph can play both safeties. He can also probably put him in the box as well. So we're gonna have a lot of different options this year. Shout out to Jack, man. While trolling the Seattle YouTube channel, and asked if they wanted a current DC or Gus. I was surprised it was split. Mad respect to Graphk. I appreciate you, brother. I don't know who Seattle's defensive coordinator is right now. It's not Ken Norton, is it?
Did they fire him?
He may still be there. He may still be there, a linebacking or something. You know, I know I'm not big on Ken Norton at all.
It's Ken Norton still.
Oh shit. Well, Kenna, there you go. I'm shocked that they were split about DC. I mean, Gus or yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the donation, King. Hey, good question right here. I want you to tell me this right here, brother. Graphk, who's the Leo? Different cats or one main dude? I think this year, right, it's going to be Yannick, right? I mean, you can play him, and then you have Kuntz that can play the Leo.
Yep.
I think they interchange.
That's what I think too. I don't really see it any different. I think Kuntz can develop into a 3-down lineman personally, but we got to see how he performs at the next level. But I think he did. I think he did pretty well against the run last year.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, I'm looking forward to that Leo position, man.
That's why I'm ready for the preseason. You know what I mean? I want to see these dudes like in the second, third string kind of guys. I want to see what they're going to bring to the table because man, we need some depth, like some real depth, and that's what we were missing last year for real.
Shout out to my brother Watts Raider, man. Shout out to my brother Watts, man. Appreciate you, King, for being here with me, brother. Lonnie asked, didn't your boy X? Yes, my boy Xavier Stroud, Sideline GM Sports on IG said that Hobbs got burned 85% of the time in college. I remember he said he watched a lot of film on him and said this guy was getting cooked, man.
Yeah,
bro.
I agree.
Yeah, bro, so what do you think? Like, do you think that was a super reach then going to grab him? Like, what do you think about the whole Nate Hobbs pickup?
I think he could just hit.
Yeah,
he can just hit. That's it. That's all I really seen. He could hit, but his coverage. Whoa! I was like, yo, yeah, he would have to play slot.
I hope Gus,
like nobody gets behind him.
Yeah, I hope Gus plays to his strengths, man.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be like, he's just there to hit people, I think.
Shout out to Angel Club, WWE. We appreciate you, family. Let me see. Julio soon. My brother Raiders Dispatch. What's up, King? What's up, brother? Man, I hope so, bro. I swear to God, bro. I'm hoping, bro. I'm out here in the A, man, looking around for him, bro. I ain't found him yet, bro. Hey, you told me something about the Southeast. Did you used to live out here, bro? You go to school out here or something?
No, when I was in the Army, I lived out there. I lived in North Carolina.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah. That's what it was. Got you.
I was out there for 6 years.
And there you go. And hey, everybody, man, put a thumbs up in the comment section for Ray to Tape, man. My boy is he a vet, man. So y'all, man, make sure you guys celebrate my brother, man. For real. Steven says, hate to say it. Appreciate you on the donation, brother. Hate to say it, but I think Gruden is another Chip Kelly. Should not be GM. I honestly think we were better off with Del Rio. Brian Flores didn't take the 4 years. He didn't. I mean, but, you know, I still feel that Miami had a strong defense already there. I think they just needed a talent, a brainchild like Brian Flores to kind of put together. I mean, but like same thing with the Niners. They were literally one of the worst teams in the league, and they went to the Super Bowl the next year. So, you know, but everybody's going to keep feeding on to this whole, and I said this before, like Gruden went 5-11. He went 7-9. He went 8-8. Statistically, we're getting better every year. So he's going to hold on to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see it, man. I appreciate you, Steven. No, I appreciate you, King, because Chip Kelly was terrible.
Yeah. No, Gruden's not a Chip Kelly, man. I don't think that. Gruden just needs a really good defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He just needs a really good defense. I went back and looked at like some of the stats, man. You know, because I'm gonna just ask, like, you know, any of his offensive rank when he was in Tampa Bay?
I don't, but I know.
Like, what do you think his highest offensive rank in Tampa Bay was?
I'm just gonna go off the. I'm gonna spitball it. I'm gonna say 17.
Yeah, so it was 18. That was his highest offense rank in Tampa. His defense when he won the Super Bowl, it was ranked number 1. Mm-hmm. The number 1 defense in the league. Yeah. I think the defensive coordinator was it was Monty Kiffin. It was Monty Kiffin.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it didn't matter. It didn't matter who was the coordinator. That defense was just explosive.
Yeah. So
you know what I'm saying?
And then like the whole time he was in Tampa, not the whole time. 1 year they didn't have a top 10 defense.
That's crazy.
Outside of that, and then like 2 years they had a top 5, like 2 or 3 years they had a top 5 defense, and the rest of the time they had a top 10 defense. And just 1 year out of his stint in Tampa Bay, he didn't have a top 10 defense. So to me, I feel like Gus Bradley does have a lot on his plate because he's going to have to get us to a top half at least just for us to start making runs.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, if you look at the success he had, I mean, I know the league is different now, but I mean, you have to start saying, you know what, we have our quarterback because they won a Super Bowl with a terrible quarterback. I mean, so you already got your guy. So let's continue to do these drafts like we did this year, where we just go completely defense and keep trying to build that defense. I know we still need to keep, the offensive line. That was big. I'm not mad about grabbing a lineman in the first round. That was huge. I would have been very, very upset going into this year with Brandon Parker starting at right tackle, or, Sam Young. If we went back and got him, I would be very, very nervous. That shit terrible, bro. Is there any tape out there right now, Ray? Because I know you watch it. That's your forte, brother. That you're seeing online right now at camp. I know it's no pads. We're still kind of slow motion right now. Mm-hmm. Like I said before, we're kind of grasping at straws for shit to even discuss right now. Is there anything that you're seeing on tape right now where you're like, oh shit, like, what I mean? That he looks pretty good. I mean, I know, Trayvon Merrick looked pretty good on his back pedal. I know Leatherwood's footwork looked really good, moving from left to right. So I mean, like, what are you seeing, man? Is there anything that you're like, oh shit, like I like the look of this?
Not really so much like that. No, I don't really get into much when I see that. I mean, I did see when they were doing the quarterback drills, Carr was throwing it to the guy, and it was good. Then Mariota came, and then it was a bad throw, and the dude missed it. So I was like, okay, that was interesting. And and then like the quarterback drills, it was Hayward, then it was Mullen, then it was Lawson, and then it was Arnett. To me, if you're first in the drill, Casey Hayward's first in the drill, he's just saying his, you know what I mean? Letting his presence be known. Like, I'm going to be first to do this, and I'll show y'all how to do it. I'm not afraid to go through this. You know what I mean? Yeah. And Mullen right behind him. So I think that's just showing that could potentially be the starters. And that's all I really took from it.
Yeah. I see Abrams excited, man. I love to see that he's excited. He's saying that Casey Hayward's already the leader that he thought he would be, and that he's been picking his brain like crazy. He's excited to be in the box where he knows his game is suited to be, where he doesn't have to worry about covering shit, because you don't want Abram covering nowhere. Mm-hmm. He just doesn't need to be doing that. I believe we have the safety now with Merrick, where he doesn't have to look over his head, look behind his back at all times with Abram. I'm excited, man. I really am.
What do you think our ceiling is for the defense, though? Because me personally, like I said, I think the highest we go is 13, like that 13 probably in our defensive rank. Like within the next 2 to 3 years, I think the highest potential we have is 13th rank, unless we get a dominant another dominant pass rusher. I got play like the run too, not just
not just get to the quarterback. Yeah. I got his middle of the pack. I mean, at best 15, at worst 20. I really have us at 17. That's where I think the ceiling of this team is. If we can get to 17, we're going to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, if we can just get there, and it's a defense where you don't really have to hang your hat on, but they do just enough. They can Carr doesn't have to win every game with a 17 defense or a 15 defense. So I say the ceiling 15, low 20, but I believe we'll fall somewhere in the middle of that 17. I think we'll be 17, 18. And that's a huge step in the first year with a new defensive coordinator and pretty much a whole new system and a whole new roster on the defensive side of the ball. Pretty much. I mean, we got a bunch of rookies over there, a bunch of free agents. I mean, the whole defensive tackle room is pretty much brand new. I think Vickers is going to play a lot of edge this year. Quentin Jefferson's fresh and brand new. Solomon Thomas, we don't know what the hell we have in him. Darius Falone, brand new. So, I mean, there's a lot of new guys. Yannick, which He is new, but this system is so familiar with him. I just feel like he's already played on this team already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm excited too, man, because Yannick is saying a lot of good things on Twitter, man. He's saying he loves to be a Raider, man. Every day he's saying some great shit. So I've seen him kill Jacksonville for a whole offseason on Twitter. So I'm really high on this. You know what I'm saying? I'm really high on this. What do you think of Isaiah Johnson is still not being at camp yet? I'm hearing that he still hasn't even showed up. Like why wouldn't someone that needs every rep out there, you know, with a way even deeper corner room? Why do you what do you think about anything you think about that?
Man, honestly, I don't take anything away from it until I hear somebody's cut. That's it. I don't really think too much into it. Because Yannick wasn't there, right? And Jacob.
Yeah, which they're gonna be there. They're gonna be there. I mean, Yannick he said Gus Bradley's a second father to him. You know he's gonna be there. Josh is doing his own thing, working out every day. I mean, these guys, those are not two guys I'm worried about at all. But when you see Isaiah Johnson, he needs every rep, or he may not even
like he's not starting. Like he's trying to work his way up the ladder. Yeah,
he may not even make the team, bro. Like at the end of the day, like you need to be out there showing this new squad what you made of, and you know, and now they're already saying that they're loving what they see in the Meek. You know what I'm saying? So Isaiah,
that might be why he's not showing up, because he's finna get cut. Like, is Rashard isn't there, right?
Yeah, he's still there. Mm-hmm.
He's in OTAs?
I thought Rashard was there, wasn't he?
I don't know. Someone let us know down in the comments. It was Rashard over there in the OTAs. But that's what I'm saying. How many DBs are we really going to keep?
Yeah,
because we for sure have the 3 that we're keeping, right?
Yeah.
So then, what do we keep? 3 more?
Shit, I don't know, man. I know if Isaiah Johnson doesn't show up, there he might be canned goods. I'll tell you that. I see Rasul
Hobbs signed.
Rasul Douglas is out there though. You know what I mean? He's a veteran, and that's a good look. Yeah, Rashard is there. Rashard's out there.
Okay.
Yeah. Arnett's out there. Amika's out there, which I love to see. Shit, man. I mean, look, this guy better get out there. Damn, man. Let me see. Honestly, fellas, the Raiders need to make a statement. Fan since 1975. OG fan. Restructure card cap at $208 million next year and get Julio Jones. Let me ask you this. Do you have any idea? Because the last time before free agency really kicked off, I know that they were saying if we did restructure or extend Carr, we'd probably save somewhere in the $10 to $20 million range. I mean, do you really look at the cap? Do you kind of know a little, like, do you kind of see how it breaks down? Because I want to know, like, where would we be? Because at this point, if we restructure Carr and we do go get Julio, all that cap is gone anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still trying to fit.
I don't really know too much about the cap. I usually keep like a general idea. You know what I mean? If Carr had to restructure to go get Julio, do you think he even does it? I think he would. He'll get money regardless. You know what I mean?
I think that Carr is behind the scenes pumping like go get him. You know what I mean? I really do. This guy hasn't had a number one. Like, it's crazy to say, but when you have a guy like Crabtree who never lived up to his potential, he had maybe 2 good years with the Niners. He did. Yeah. But he was always an underachiever there. You know what I'm saying? Like, coming out of Texas Tech, this guy was a monster. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you come to the Raiders and you just have a resurgence. That speaks volumes to who Crabtree is and who Carr is. And if you could turn Crabtree into a number one, I mean, technically Amari was supposed to be number one. I get it. But, I mean, if you can go get Julio, man, you got to beat the tables for Julio. And I think DC is behind the scenes like, look, restructure me, do whatever it takes because I want to win. That's one thing I love about our quarterback, and that's one thing I never take away from DC. He's sold into the culture of being a Raider. He wants to be a Raider, and he's going to do what's best for this team in order to win. And I think that if it's possible to get Julio, Carr is behind the scenes making sure whatever the hell he can do to make it happen, he's going to make it happen.
Yeah. So I had thought about something, and it was the offense. Do you remember any plays to where Carr threw it like a screenplay? That was said was behind the 50, right? You're still on your side of the 50. You remember him throwing any screens or anything like that, and then someone taking off for like 50 yards and scoring? Just last year.
Oh, not last year. I remember John Johnson did in week 1 when we played the Monday Night Football.
John
Johnson. I remember he ran one back with the Rams.
No,
He
no,
hit,
I'm saying. You remember
oh,
where
at the
Carr
50. Wait,
where
what
Carr threw a pass to where he only threw it like 5 yards, and then someone took it to the house for like 50.
I don't.
And I kind of thought about it, you know what I mean? And that's kind of thing I was thinking about. Like, we haven't seen it play like that in a while, to where Carr just remember when we were playing the Chargers and then he threw that screen to Amari Cooper and Cooper was gone. Like, he made one dude miss and it was over. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, and I was trying to think, like, man, we need to have some plays like that to where Carr could throw it to a guy and he could just take it to the house.
Oh, so you were talking about us taking it to the house, not the defense.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Nah, bro. And that's a problem. Like, you know, I think Darren Waller has took a few to the crib, or got a good chunk of yardage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But okay, they're saying Booker did it too. Didn't Booker rip off for like a 50-yarder? I think he did. I think he made a
50-yard run.
Or he went off for a good chunk of change. I know that.
Remember he took off. I think he took off on a run. It was a screen pass.
Was it a screen pass? I think it was a screen pass. I think it was. Well, Drake's going to get a lot this year.
Yeah.
That's the guy.
But that's another thing. I don't really remember. I mean, we did run some screens.
He ran for 47. So, but we're saying again, it's another guy that he's not even here anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're looking at
was that a run or was that a pass? Which pass was it?
Him for
and then again, it's only 47, still not past the 50, but I get it. 47, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the reason I bring it up is because it was showing like I think it was NFL on Instagram posted it, and it was Kirk Cousins throwing to Dalvin Cook, and Dalvin Cook caught it like at the 45-yard line and just took it to the house. And I was like, I haven't seen that.
Dalvin's different. Dalvin's different, bro. Dalvin, when healthy, Dalvin is probably. I mean, he's got to be a top 3 running back in this league.
Yeah, for sure. But that's all I was saying. I remember when we did that with Amari Cooper, we hit that screen pass to him, and he was to the house. Yeah. It was over.
Yeah, see, one thing about Amari was quick too, but you know, I just don't want a player, man, that doesn't look like they want to be out there. He never looked like he wanted to be out there, bro.
He was slouchy. I don't know what it was.
It's crazy. Even when we're winning.
Celebrate.
Yeah, even when we're winning, it's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like, we went 12-4, and he looked pissed.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, bro, I don't like what.
Yeah, he didn't want to be out there in Oakland. I think it was.
Yeah,
that's what it was. I don't think he wanted to be there.
But shit, he looked mad as fuck being in Dallas too.
Shit. I mean, I thought he wanted to be out there. That was his choice. Shit.
He said it, but now all these guys are coming up to me like, bro, you were right, man. This dude has no dog in him. He just looks pissed and looks like he doesn't want to be there. I mean, the dude took himself out of the game. What was it, last year or the year before, in a pivotal part of the game? He took himself out. Like, it's not a dog right there, bro.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the 300 people in the chat, man. Wipe them feet, man. Wipe the feet.
Okay.
Hey, real quick, one more time, man. Everybody go follow my brother Ray to Tape, please. My guy puts on great content, man. I look forward to my brother dropping a video every time because I know it's going to be a goodie. Let's get. You got a couple more minutes, brother?
Yeah. What's going on?
Let's get a couple more in real quick, and I'm gonna go bust this move and watch this movie with my family.
Yes,
get a couple questions in, man, for Raid to Tape, y'all. Why can't we run some of those Andy Reid type screens? I think that's what Raid to Tape is talking about, pretty much. Like, why are we not doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think now we have the personnel. We have the Kenyon Drake that can that's his game. That's his game. And to be honest,
that speed.
Yeah, but we have Ruggs. I mean, shit. I mean, we got.
That's the thing about Ruggs. Do you think Ruggs has that? Do you think Ruggs is fast, or do you and quick, or do you think he's just fast?
See, that's a good question. Because sometimes, you know, I think he has a little bit of both. I
feel like he doesn't make people miss enough.
Yeah, and that's the problem.
It's weird to me. Like, you're that fast, but you're not making people miss.
Last year, all those jet sweeps that we gave him, like we ran with him, like he would
wrapped up.
Yeah, wrapped instantly. Like, you know, maybe 5 yards, boom, done. I believe like there was even a couple jet sweeps where he got tackled in the backfield. Like, like, come on, bro, you quick for nothing. Are you fast for nothing? Like, you know what I mean? But okay, everybody's saying raid, sub. That's what's up, man. Appreciate y'all, man. That's what I'm talking about. But I think though Julio can do that shit too. People tend to forget, man. Look, Julio a little quick.
Julio different. He will bully somebody.
Bro,
Like,
yes.
that's different. He a different come from a different cloud. That's for sure.
For real, man. So this what real quick, is there anyone out there right now left? I know we talked about this before. Like I know there's a few defensive tackles out there. I mean, look, it's slim pickings right now of free agency. Let's just be honest. I mean, pretty much anybody.
I'm good on free agency, personally.
Yeah, it's just done.
I think we're ready. I think we're ready. You know what I mean? I think we're ready, and we could really do something this year. And people got to be ready, but I don't think they will. They always sleeping on us. So
yeah,
we got to use that to our advantage and just go out there. Because last year we came out and punched the Saints right in their mouth, and it was like, you know what I mean? People was really like, oh, okay, we got to do something about this.
Yeah. Shit,
and then we kind of sleep on ourselves. So we can't do that anymore. You know what I mean? We'll go beat the Saints and then turn around and lose to the Patriots or like the Jets.
Buffalo.
Beat the Browns and beat the Chiefs and then lose to the, like, come on.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, man. Who's your surprise team this year, bro? What's the team right now you're looking at that could be a surprise team?
That we lose to, or just as good this year?
You could even say us. You could say we could be the surprise team.
No, I wouldn't say we're a surprise team. It's hard for me to say we're a surprise team. I think we're good every year, so I'm like, no.
I know, right?
We're gonna, I mean, someone tell me like they're gonna beat us, I'm gonna be like, nah.
I think that Cleveland, man. I think that they're stacked right now, bro. That's not really a surprise team, but
I don't think that's too much of a surprise team. I would say the Giants.
There you go. I like that. I would
say the Giants.
They're getting their star running back. I mean, they got to watch some wide receivers now. Their defense is always going to be there. Watts says Ruggs is a speedster. He is. But like we said, Watts, what do you think? Is he quick or is he just fast? Because
what kind of speedster is he? Because he's not like Tyreek Hill. He's not like Hill. You know what I mean? Because Hill is fast, but he's quick.
Yeah.
Like he stops and then he's gone. You know what I mean?
This dude dodges tackles left and right. Like, it's insane.
But then there was guys like Deshaun Jackson, who I think Henry Ruggs is kind of like, to where he's just without the return production.
Yeah.
If Henry Ruggs could return like Deshaun Jackson, that would be lovely. You know what I mean? Because me personally, I think we need a better return room.
He said he's a one-cut runner. He's a one-cut runner.
Yeah, see? So then he's fast.
Yeah. So this is even better. Matt says Ruggs is like a Branch or a James Jett. James Jett was pretty much the same shit. I mean, really. I mean, just a one-cut guy, boom, gone. But James Jett, he had a hands problem like crazy. He couldn't catch shit. Let me see. Cliff Branch was quick as fast.
Ruggs isn't quick like that.
No,
in my opinion. This is my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Real quick, man. Shout! Let everybody know, man, where they can find you, my brother. And when you have a new video dropping, I want to get you more involved on my channel. And like I said, you can reach out to me anytime you do a live, brother. I will be there. Where can they follow you at, man? And what do you got going on right now, King?
Yeah, man, y'all go follow me, and I do appreciate everybody that has subbed. I appreciate Graphk for bringing me on. But y'all go follow me at Raid the Tape on YouTube, Raid the Tape on Instagram, and Raid the Tape on Twitter. But on Twitter, it's Raid the Tape _. And right now I'm working on the Gus Bradley, how to prepare for Lamar Jackson. That's why I was like kind of going in depth, because I just was watching it, and I watched some other things when he was playing like Josh Allen. Patrick Mahomes. I just want to see how he prepares for like quarterbacks like that. So that's what I'm about to drop here in a little bit, is that Gus Bradley video.
Well, go spend some time with your family, brother. I appreciate you for coming out last minute. And man, I love your channel, King. Keep doing what you're doing. It's gonna keep building every day. And my guy is one of them dogs, man. He one of them ones. He's gonna be around for a long time, man. I appreciate you, brother. And hope to have you on again soon, King.
All right, man. Appreciate you having me on. Everybody be cool. Appreciate it.
My brother. Thank you, man. Yes, sir, y'all. Letting y'all know Mental Health Monday is going to be pushed probably to Wednesday, because tomorrow it is the holiday, man. I want everybody to have fun with their family and enjoy themselves. Tuesday, I'm driving back home another 12 hours back to Dallas from Atlanta. So I'm going to be driving. I know I'm not going to be up for it when I get home. So Wednesday, we're going to do the mental health live. So if you guys want to pull up, man, and be there, I will be doing it Wednesday night. Okay. So, and in between tomorrow and Tuesday, I will be dropping some videos, some fun stuff, some Where's Julio videos, and we're going to drop a few other things as well, man. But I appreciate you guys for coming out tonight. I'm going to go spend some time with my family, man. I get to see my mom for maybe 1 or 2 more days. So I'm going to go spend that time with them, man. But I love y'all, nation. I will see you guys soon. I appreciate every single one of y'all, man. For real, for real. Salute.